Hi everyone, I'm Kunal Sodhani from Global Trading Center, Shinhan Bank, and we are once again here towards a new episode of the global macro events, setups, and how do we see the currencies faring. So first of all, if we talk about the domestic equities, the last couple of days have been quite like a mayhem to us, where we have seen levels Nifty dropping below up towards touching 18,900. So what has been happening on that side? A lot of FPI outflows have been seen, and if we talk about the October month, around 10,000 crores of outflows have been seen till date. And if we talk about the month of September, around 14,700 crores of outflows were already seen there. So last 2 months, continuous outflows have been seen, and thus we have seen levels from 19,800 dropping towards 18,900 odd levels. Similarly for Bank Nifty also, you have seen levels dropping towards 43, 42, 200 odd levels. So all in all, some kind of outflows have been seen from the FPI front. On the FDI front, if we talk about the month of August data, roughly around $2.8 billion of outflows were seen on the FDI front, which again is surprising because on a month on an average basis, we are seeing an inflow of around 2 to 3 billion. So, this the monthly run rate which has been going. So this has been also tweaked on the left side, moving against the rupee or against the economy as well. Also, if we talk about the global macro setup, dollar CNH pair has been seen consolidating around 7.32 levels since couple of sessions now. Brent crude prices did made a low of around $83 per barrel, but after the Israel war and the feeds from there, it has bounced toward $92, $93 and somewhere consolidating around an average band of $90 per barrel. On the other hand, if you see 10-year US Treasury yields, they did cool off after the services PMI data, which came off from the US. They did cool off towards 4.75 levels roughly, and then bouncing from there again towards 5. So indirectly, it is again exerting some pressure on the dollar index, which again recently made a low of around 105.35 and sharply bouncing towards 106.70. So from here, the resistance level is for dollar index is around 107.20. So this is about dollar index. Now continuous feeds, which actually has to be there on the Israel front, that what kind of developments are there from those fronts. Because if we see, there's a clear risk on risk off element. The way gold has rallied from almost around 18-20 dollars to around $2,000 now, the way yields have behaved and the way equities have dropped, it clearly indicates that there has been a risk off and risk on, which is clearly into play. But what do we see for dollar rupee? For dollar rupee, we did see a low of around 83.04. Again, we have seen a sharp bounce because of the external factors once again exerting pressure towards 83.25. 83.30 continues to act as an immediate resistance. We have seen definitely some kind of intervention, still there at around 83.26, 27 levels, which have been a general observance. But if the levels of 83.30 are taken out, several stop losses may be triggered, and we may be able to see levels of 83 half, 83.60 as well. So we have to be watchful and mindful. We also need to understand that the swaps which were due on 23rd of October, the $5 billion dollar rupee swap, and that has been, I think, finished, and which is a reflection from the cash term levels, moving higher again. Also, there has been a lot of paying interest seen in the far end of the forwards. So if you see the forward premium curve on the larger side, they have started picking up. So uh, if we see all views from both the global as well as the domestic trajectory, some kind of pressure still exerts on the INR pair. We would recommend to be cautious for particularly importers at this point in time. For exporters, keep on hedging in a staggered manner. Don't try to eye the top that okay, if there will be a break and we'll be seeing levels of 84, maybe not, but at least we should have a staggered hedging mechanism in place, covering your cost or just being above the cost always when it comes to your business. So that's all from my side, friends. Wishing you all a wonderful weekend. Wishing you a very happy trading session and an instant session as well. So thank you so much, everyone. Thanks from Shinhan Bank.